Hey, what's up, fellow real estate investor? This is Drew, and in today's video, we are going to bring you another ninja trick on how to get the most out of your REI Blackbook software. And for this video, we're going to be giving away some tips on how to be a more efficient investor when your phone rings. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe by clicking the button below, and hope you enjoy.
Okay, so Derek says it just rings and says leave a message after the beep. Okay, so you have some kind of there must be some kind of call flow attached to it. Does it show up, Derek, in your inbox?
Should we go to the phone numbers?
No. Okay, so what I want to show you here is I want to show the hack for seeing who's calling.
Gotcha.
So we all know a couple things that I want to say about this ahead of time is that right now, as you are aware, or you may be aware, may not be aware, there are a lot of carriers blocking text messages from automated systems, meaning REI Blackbook is also getting some of their messages blocked, especially if there's not a relationship established on both sides. But our text notifications are working again. So let us know if your text notifications are working. But let me show the hack to know who's calling you. So what we have set up for you, if your phone number is, or if your calls are forwarding to your cell phone, we have it set up so that the profit dial phone number shows up on your cell phone. And we suggest doing that so that you know which marketing is calling, or that you know that it's a prospect calling you. But how does that help you if somebody says, oh, can't you just see my phone number? Like, the phone number I'm calling you from is my cell phone. Can't you just see it on your screen?
It's like, I see profit dial.
Right, and you don't have that. Well, and then also if you want to answer it or not. So what we do is the very first step in a call flow, and you can do this as the very first step after the smart routing, so that you don't have to deal with notifications for spam, let's say. But what you'll want to do here is you'll say like incoming call, from, and then you'll grab the merge field. And then this way you can say first name, last name, and you can even put their phone number here. And so then you have it. And then you'll want to send yourself it via text. We don't want to do that. Okay, and then you would go on with your call flow, right? And so that way, what happens is you get the text notification before the call actually comes through. And so it helps you, especially if you have tenants, like we use this for our tenant line a lot, or repeat callers, because if they're a repeat caller, we're likely going to have their first name and last name. If they're not a repeat caller, we're not going to have a first name and last name, but we will have the phone number. So this helps you know who's calling, what area code they're calling from, if you want to answer it, or if you want to call them back, all of that.
Can be very helpful if you're on the go and you know that call is coming in. You're expecting maybe a couple of calls. You want to be on point when you know which seller is dialing you. You get a chance to get a sneak peek through that forwarding process, because the notification's going out to you before the forwarding is actually happening to your phone. So in a perfect world, you get the text. If you're right there, you glance, you see the text, and the phone starts ringing, kind of like boom, boom, and you're ready to go. So even if you see your profit dial number, you've got a glimpse into that contact's details, so that you'll be at the ready if you need to confirm anything about what they're calling for, or, you know, being ready for the details to have those queued up in front of mine.
Yeah, exactly right. So Derek says it does show up in his inbox. So when he calls it, it shows up in his inbox. So that's great. So if you've had these numbers for a long time and you're not seeing a whole lot of volume on it, then they're good to go. You're great to go. You don't need to change them out. If you are seeing a lot of volume on them, then do change them.
Yeah.
And then yes, this is being recorded. So you should be able to watch it, Janice, as soon as the live is up. If it, for whatever reason, it keeps knocking you out.
Yeah, when you're joining us live, you don't get the rewind button. That's kind of how Facebook works. But after the stream ends, then you'll be able to watch it and do it like any other pre-recorded video, because at that point, we're not live anymore.
Right.
So hopefully that helps if you got to run or come back or double check something from the beginning, because yeah, some of this is for you, Janice.
So then the other thing we were going to show is making sure in your system settings that you set up the notifications that you want.
Because you see here on this screen, there's the text and the email, but if you happen to be affected by carrier blocks and you're not getting your call notifications via text like you're used to, then what you can do at this point is make sure two things: that A, you've got the Profit Dial app, because that's a very smart workaround that they have with the app now providing push notifications direct to your phone. No different than Facebook on your phone or Gmail on your phone. The app is what's making your phone ding. It's not really a text anymore. So what you see here is if you go into your system settings and up here in the upper left with notifications, you can tell the system what you want to be delivered to you: email, text, or push notifications, which means push means coming from the app.
Yep.
Okay.
So you need to have the app.
Yeah, if you want to make sure you get every, I don't know, let's say every text, right? Let's say every text, maybe you want it all. Your assigned task and the task due today. If you have it set up this way, you're going to get the notification every time on an app when you miss a call. So you don't have to worry about, do I have the right call flow? You've missed a call on one of your Profit Dial numbers. Here the setting is all. But maybe you have a team member that doesn't need every phone number, right? Maybe you only want to be notified of every phone number because not all of them are active in your marketing at the moment. You can pick one of the ones that you have and have just a single number, and be able to say, all right, for this on hours number, I want to have only those calls push to, I want to have a notification of an incoming call pushed to the app.